Woo! Robbie Walk here. Historic best of 3. Muxus Goblins, making me not have buyer's remorse. Because if you recall the tale, when I first bought into this, everybody was sideboarding against Goblins. So I was perishing left and right. And now we're just gangbusters here. Alright. Kind of straddling the line between going wide and comboing. Looks like Esper control. If that's the case, Goblin Ringleader is a fantastic draw. Languish is a sweeper. The Kaya's Wrath is a sleeper. Shatter the Sky is a sweeper. Esper has like all of the sweepers. Gonna lose Muxus. Or they have 2 and they're gonna pull Ringleader. That's good. So we're going to Phyrexian Tower, activate Embereth. Yeah, this does colorless. And swing for 8. F Shatter the Sky. Or, I'm sorry, Settle the Wreckage. This deck. Taking game 1 is good because the sideboard cards, the potential sideboard cards against this deck are very good. Okay, so they're tapped out. We're going to. Are we? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is less mana efficient, but maybe it's not afterwards. Well, we weren't mana efficient, but I like what we did. So we can Muxus next turn, and if they hand disruption us again, then we can just double Warchief. And we drew the Skirk Prospector, so yeah. Yeah, because if they can stop this, opponent's not conceding. Do they have removal? Just settle the wreckage. I mean, sure. Next turn's going to be brutal, and this is going to pay for the castle. So, I mean, I was listening to someone talk about settle the wreckage not really being. So, Skirk Prospector. 2, 4. I can Warchief and still have leftover, but if I play this and pump, then I have more than enough, and then Warchief is left over to haste. Nothing yet. You have another one? No? Sorry. Okay, Esper. We're playing. We have Grandee elements against them. The last time we played, we had Goblin Ruinblaster, and that felt really good to take out their capacity to build their mana base. Let's. Gosh, if we want all of it. I think Wily Goblin is a little better. Let's learn. I don't know. I'm not an authority. I'm just stabbing in the dark. I have some thought. Legion Warboss is historically good, unanswered against control. It can also represent a lot of damage on its own. Take 10. Now I want a candy bar. Waiting on your opponent. This deck just makes me laugh. This deck is silly. So Conspicuous Snoop, I could play it on turn 2, but I think I'd rather save it for after the sweeper to try and catch back up. Because their sweeper is going to 2-for-1 us, 3-for-1 us, and then Conspicuous Snoop can be like 4 cards. It doesn't matter. How about a backup? We played a game where we ran out of Skirk Prospectors. They all died. So let's Chieftain swing for 4. Aether Gust. I put that on top. And that's good against Muxus. Especially if you're trying to cheat it into play, you end up sacrificing a bunch of cards. Against Chieftain, especially with the haste, it's just going to come back. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that to get the land so I can Ruinblaster. We'll find out. Discarded removal. Phase out the Chieftain. Or draw a card, leave it at 1. If I were in their position, I think I'd phase out the Chieftain. It's dealing 3 anyways. If Chieftain survives, land Krenko would be great. Because then it'll make 3 goblins, not zombies, and they'll all be 2/2s, so it represents 6 power. So we can swing for 10. So opponent opted for the loot, so that means they're really prioritizing looking for the sweeper. We're a little light on lands. I mean, we've been able to play every time, but plus Tuck is fine. So now I think we Ruinblaster, so that way we can just, we can't, well, we could kick, but Skirk Prospector, I don't think getting the land is as valuable as pegging both their planeswalkers. Like they need these to bridge. Like if when you kill a Teferi, it doesn't get to, it's a 5-mana Tuck spell. So they get to keep their Mastery of Time, but I'm happy with that exchange. Dream Trawler, okay. Very frightening. So now Dream Trawler is going to draw and gain a lot of life. So I'm going to Krenko and leave the Skirk Prospector, and next turn we're going to Chieftain, and we're just going to try and go really, really, really wide against them. I don't have a lot of faith, but Dream Trawler does shut down most of their... They won't want to sweep. I mean, they can languish. Dream Trawler's really good, yeah. Discarded the Shatter, because you have the Dream Trawler. They're drawing 2 cards a turn. really padding the life total. I don't think we can. Like, we need to Muxus to win. Okay, so if Muxus to win is our out, then we're going to Matron, get Muxus, Krenko, and then try and chain out of this. Okay. We don't like it, but it's our play to win line. Make 3. Three, 4, 5. Okay, well that settles that. We need to survive to next turn, and then they won't be able to phase it out either. Swinging for at least, I think 12. Yeah. So much. Dream Trawler, triggering Dream Trawler. And now they're... Oh, I'm just dead. Math is hard. Well, opponent played well, getting the Skirk Prospector out. Do I like the way I sideboarded? Yeah, let's just not get mana stuck. Dream Trawler is a good one to keep in mind. Dream Trawler, Settle the Wreckage, Shatter the Sky. We saw Hand Disruption. Yeah, okay. All right, we got a game. We got a game 3. Come on, Fibble. What will we see? Can we combo them out of existence? Will we fair play them? Will we grind them out? I don't think there's any grinding against Dream Trawler. Yeah. One more land and this hand goes bonkers. We want to see like land, Ruinblaster land, keep them off of 4 mana and just punch face. Multi-5. Now we really want our Ruinblasters. They're short several resources, and they can't catch up until turn 4 or 5. You know, when it happens, it happens. Okay, so we're gonna end the turn. We also wouldn't mind a land to go Warchief into Chieftain. So if we draw another land, we can put an absurd amount of power into play. Cry is a great draw. We're gonna do our best to plow through here. Maybe they mold 2 Cry, and they were hoping that would be good enough to slow down. Teferi, yeah, here comes Teferi. So we'd really like a land so we can Skirk Prospector. Thank you. All right. So we Skirk Prospector. This gets to be a 3/3 when we're done with. Now, if I just swing all, then they're dead on board. See if they Teferi. No, they just let it all through. Okay. So next turn, it's a bunch of 4/4s. So 4, 8, 12, 16. They need a sweep. Because even if they phase one of them out, they're still kind of 12. No, it's not 12 then. They can gain... I don't think that's enough. Because they can draw a card to gain... Alright, hold on. Let's think about this. So we can't do both. Okay, so we're going to Wily Goblin, or we can't do all three things. And then we're going to do this, and they can phase one out. It's 3, 6, 9, 12, and block 1, 9, gain 3. Yeah, so they're gonna phase one out. Then we'll be left with 12 power. They're gonna block 1, so then it's 9, and they'll gain 3, but it won't be enough. So here, let's walk through it. So they tuck that. I lose 1 Anthem. We go to 12. They block 1. They gain 3. They go to 8. Take 9. Play through a Dream Trawler, baby. Woo! Okay. Feels good. I'm Robbie Wong. Thanks for watching. And maybe today is the day we crawl into Mythic.